Switch the title up. Okay, so I'm going to go out to the shop here. Stand by for loss of signal from the office, as expected. Sorry about the Insta music there, guys. YouTube decided the volume should be 100%. My bad, boys. Yeah. So, hopefully you can hear the music. Pretty sure you can hear it, or it just played so loud that you heard it for a second and now you're deaf. In which case, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Alright, cool. Okay, this is EJSA control. Do we have acquisition of signal? Or garage control, excuse me. There's an AOS, good. How's the audio? Good, bad, Go away. Just start the truck. What do you want? What do you think? Good audio signal is good. All right. Okay, we gotta take these. We gotta take these things, gotta put them in there. In order to do that, we need to put spring perches in, and we need to put the shock mounts in. We're gonna do all that today. We're basically gonna reassemble the front axle, put it back inside of the truck, and we should be good. Now, if you're newer, or if you haven't seen this before, this is my 1959 Ford F100. It's a nice truck, but we found some problems with the front suspension and we need to fix it. So what I'm doing, I'm just getting the cameras ready to go, dudes. So what I'm doing here is I'm setting up the camera angles for you guys. Okay, cool. I'm not sure where Brimo is tonight. She's out and about. I'm not sure where she went. But yeah, see, I don't know if you guys notice, if we switch to this camera, right? There's something missing right here. We got to put that all back together. But it did come out really nice. It does look nice and clean in there, which is good. If you look, the frame looks really good. We just got to put the spring perches back in. We got to put everything kind of back together. All right. Now, we still haven't figured out the wheel. Well, we got to repack some of the wheel bearings and we have to figure out the caliper mount situation, but should be good to put everything back in the truck now. Nice Optima yellow top. Thank you. Are we getting a commentator? I'm not sure where Bree is. Let me shoot her a text. Let me shoot her a FaceTime video, see what happens. Hello? Hey, what are you up to? I'm trucking. You want to come out here? All right. Oh, we could use your commentary. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Nothing. Nothing. I'll see you in a bit. Jeez. Love you too. Bye. I tell you, man. You have a beer fridge? Yep. I do. You see? So check this out. Look. I have beer fridge, microwave, air fryer, coffee machine on a nice granite countertop. I made this kitchenette here. That's all the coffee that I drink. Keep those. It's good for gardening. Yeah. Drink a lot of coffee. Man. Lot of coffee. Okay. Here, let me show you. Let's take a look at the parts. I gotta get them. Yeah, they came out pretty good, man. They're nice. They're still a little scaly, but they're okay. Check this out. Not bad. It looks brand freaking new. Here, let me, actually, you know what we could do? Let me switch to the desk shot. Of course, that camera is not working today. Okay. So this cam will work. Here, take a look. You can still tell it's a little scaly in places, but it's fine. This came out just fine. And then here's the spring perch. Nice. Not bad. All right, so. Oh, I can't be yawning now. Jeez. Ooh, shiny. Yep. So for what we're doing, let's put these things back together. Let's get the, yeah, I got the bolts. Here's the 3 bolts right here. And here's a shock mount, and we will get to it here. Let me line up the camera so you guys can see what's going on here. So if you see those 3 holes right there on the right, that's where this piece goes. See the 3? It goes right there. That's to mount the shock absorber. So let's get to it. So we can start by going in here like this and just let me turn the camera around so I can see the shot. Hi. So this is where the shock absorber mounts here, and then all we gotta do is just put these 3 screws into position. 1, 2, 3. And then I have lock washers. Lock washers and nylocks here. Nylock nuts are called stop nuts. If you look, there's a little ring of nylon in there at the very front of the bolt that basically holds it in position and basically prevents vibrations from twisting the nut out. Nylocks are used for stuff usually that moves. Suspension, or in this case, a suspension mount that we really don't want to come off. Shock absorber goes off, we're gonna have a bad day. Now this piece was originally riveted in on this truck. It was riveted in, but I ground the rivets off so I could put the independent front suspension on. But I decided against doing the IRS and ended up going with the solid axle. So I'm just tightening down the nylocks. You can get the nylocks finger tight until they get to the nylon, and then you're going to need a wrench to do it. Now I do have the other side of the truck, these same parts, the mirror image of these parts, I do have them painted too. Those are the ones we hit with the rust preventer. They came out a little scaly, but it's all right. They're painted and protected, and that's what matters. Just check chat real quick. Yeah, I painted it. Why not use safety wire for everything like in aviation? I don't think we need safety wire for a passive suspension mount space flight. There are components like steering components where we can use a cotter pin. And there are castle nuts on some of the steering components. You'll see it when I put them back together today. Yeah, for its purpose, it's good enough. Yep. So, oh, Remo's coming. Well, wait a second. Bree. Hello. How are you? Good. Say hi to Chet. The camera is on. You have a surprise.
I have a surprise to check. You're watching the video,
Do you guys know what that is?
An LT t-shirt.
Spiffy, you had a fall a few days ago. Broke bones, was knocked out for a bit. Truck streams have been helping me with some very painful sleepless nights. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Rem knows. There you go. Well, I'm glad, Spiffy. That's good.
Glad my thumb butt can help.
You're here for the emotional support, okay? The emotional support. They said nice LT t-shirt. All right.
Thank you, Chad.
There you go. All right, we'll wait till Brimo gets settled and then we'll get back to work.
Also, I totally planned for that reveal to be awkward. I knew what I was doing.
Right.
Oh, I gotta plug it in.
Did you paint the axle today? I decided passing to not paint it, but everything above the axle, leafs, shackles, perch, the leaf spring perch, and the frame is gonna be painted. So if we go to do this again, all we gotta do is literally just take the U-bolts. Or I could just clean it off while it's still mounted to the truck and we could just hit it with some paint. Yeah. Basically, I got myself to a point where it would be easy to finish the job if and we could just paint. It could be easy to finish the job.
Chat, can you hear me all right? Am I all good? I'm plugged in. I'm looking at you.
Nice, super. You got a picture of 70, 71, and 70 lined up in the port. Cool, cool.
Cool.
Neat.
Brimo 5x5. Cool.
Sweet.
What's up with you?
All right. So let's get to it. I'm going to tighten down these bolts. Got them.
These bolts.
We're going to tighten those ones and we'll get going. So basically it'll be the opposite of when I took this off yesterday. Ugh.
You know, I was thinking,
What's up, baby?
if you were smart,
Uh,
you would, for truck streams, you would make people pay $1 to have their message read aloud to you. And so then you would, like, make money.
we make money off them anyway.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know.
Okay, that's one. I don't want to over tighten it too much, but
Yeah, you'd make more money that way.
I don't know if I'm particularly on board with that. I don't know, chat. What do you think?
DJ's not on board with making money, chat. One second, Spaceflight. I will get you a link to that. I sent one to Facha yesterday. They actually have some money off right now, I think.
That ain't going nowhere.
Oh, not as much money as there was yesterday, but
Now, we got to put that perch on back there.
come on.
Money is just a social construct anyway. Yeah. Not sure about the long-term prospects of it. All text-to-speech money goes to Brimo directly. I think you just don't want to keep doing commentary anymore.
I'm just trying to think in business sense.
Oh, yeah, business.
I don't care.
She doesn't care.
I like hanging out with you. I'm just saying, if you were smart.
All right. Are you saying I'm not smart? No,
I'm
I'm not saying...
I'm saying sometimes you don't think about these things that way.
Oh, I appreciate the perspective. Thank you.
Of course.
I love you.
I love you too. Don't go all NBA on us.
Freudian slip. All right. Okay, so basically going to do a repeat of what we did yesterday when we were trying to install this thing to get the holes lined up. We basically cranked at this thing with a... Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Seems like 2 days ago. Whatever. We basically cranked at this thing with a sledgehammer to get it to mount correctly.
Speaking of making money,
Hello?
when Facha bought the thing yesterday, we made a whole $2.16 off of it.
Damn, man.
TTS would bring out the worst for the first, like, stream, and then I think people would get used to it.
You need 2 bolts there, and then...
Half a cup of Starbucks? More like half a cup of Dunkin'.
Donkin'?
Facha. We are a desperation-only Starbucks family.
Yeah, we don't do Starbucks, okay? We don't do that. We're not that way. Understand? We ain't that way. Sorry, I'm literally right in the camera shot. I hope you guys enjoy this shot of the back of my head.
Bald spot's looking good.
What's that?
Said the bald spot's looking good.
Oh, thanks.
Love you.
Love you too.
I was a Starbucks girly, and then I moved to Boston, and you're not allowed to be a Starbucks girly here.
Nope.
The last time I had Starbucks when it was the day I started my job here, and I walked halfway across the city for some stinking Starbucks, and yeah.
Aren't you a Big B gal originally?
I was a Big B gal originally, yes.
Big B. Nobody knows what that is. Probably except for Spoon.
I was gonna say, I bet you Spoon knows.
Spoon knows what that is. Alright. Last nut getting in tightened on. Big B.
Spoon, my Canadian side of the family asked if Boston had Tim Hortons.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
That's pretty funny. All right, now we're gonna tighten. We're gonna tighten these down now. I forgot about that. All right, I don't want to get too tight here, so we can get the other bolts in place.
This content is full of suspense.
Suspension?
Chat saying ASMR.
Oops. Just gotta make sure that these are all snug.
Saying ASMR is like someone going, parkour, parkour!
There we go. There really isn't any torque spec for these bolts because they were rivets before, but I'm pretty sure with the nylocks and everything that we're okay. All right. How many Ugga-Duggas does this call for? At least 3. I mean, we could really cinch those bolts in there with the impact wrench if we want to. But I think hanging the leaf in there would probably be better. So I'm gonna use a different camera. I'm gonna use this one for putting the leaf in. How's that shot look? All right, it'll work. Okay, so what I need to do is go in here like this. This is the desk shot. Give me 1 second. This freaking camera doesn't like to stay on.
It's already off.
Yeah, I know. Bum-ba-da-bum.
Mum-ba-da-mum.
There we go. All right, so in the manual here, how do we do this? Front spring installation, F250 and F100. Install 2 new bushings on the spring shackle and position the shackle in the frame. Okay, I can do that. Let's go back over to the Me Cam here. It wants the shackle first. Okay, we can do that. Okay. Actually, the lighting in this shot is pretty bad. So I'm gonna move this camera over here. What we gotta do is install the shackle. So once again, the shackle is how the leaf spring moves around. Basically, the leaf spring is a giant bow, and when the suspension compresses, that bow basically does this. It's like this, and then it straightens out. When it straightens out, it needs a point to pivot off of. So if you see that hole right there, that is where this piece goes. It's called the leaf spring shackle. The thing is calling for us to put that in there first. I have the shop manual for this truck, and fortunately, I can figure out all the torque specs for everything. Position the shackle in the frame. Slip the spring eye over the shackle lower stud. Install 2 new rubber bushings on the stud.
Are you missing a spring? Another one!
Another one. Snackless, 48 months, dude. I just learned that the B2 Bobber was designed in influence of the Peregrine Falcon. Is that true? Peregrine Falcon? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not familiar with the Peregrine Falcon.
Why'd you get so concerned when you said the word spring?
Well, this thing... There's like weird 50s names for these parts. I know I have all the parts. I'm just... It says... Slip spring eye over shackle lower stud. Oh, it wants me to attach the spring. Install the bushings. Install the outer side of the shackle and torque the nuts to 30 to 40 foot-pounds. Okay, easy peasy. All right, so it's looking for... Let me see. I got to see the assembly diagram. So the shackle goes inside of the truck going out. Okay, cool. So here's what we got to do. The shackle has these bushings on it. See them? The bushings go half and half like this on the shackle. So I only have the ones that are on captive side of the shackle, and then there's another plate that goes right here. Okay. So we got to go down in here. Ow. And we have to install this thing. But how it wants it installed is this way. So see that hole right there? It goes through. And then I got to sneeze. It's turbo. It's not on the truck, it's on me. So now we got to take the bushing, we got to put it in here. And now that thing is just able to move around.
Delay.
Delay?
Yeah. Also, they're posting photos of burps.
Oh, like the bird. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that was part of the influence. Northrop had been experimenting with flying wings for a good while. Anyway, stand by for momentary loss of signal, chat. Huh.
Burb.
There we go. That should be good. All right. Cool. Honestly, I'm really nervous about those bolts backing off, even with nylocks, with them having been rivets. These bolts are going to be rattled by every minute of road imperfection under constant dynamic load and vibration like bolts on a helicopter. I'd be checking them daily, and if they back out at all, even just a little bit, I'd max the bolt's torque and use a lock wire. All right? We can mark them with a Sharpie if you really want.
What's lock wire?
It's wire that you can use to prevent a nut from moving around. They use it in aviation all the time because helicopters vibrate around a lot. So basically, the nut has a hole going through the side, and you put the wire through, and it snakes through the nut, through the bolt, and then you wire it off so it doesn't move.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we'll torque them down. I can get the torque wrench out, and we can torque everything if you want. If it's gonna gonna be that big of a snafu. Dude, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, 3 of them would have to come out all at the same time. So here's what this thing is looking for now.
Oh, interesting.
Now we got to attach the spring. This leaf is just a little bit on the heavy side. It's not as heavy as the back ones, though. Okay. So this is the spring eye right here. And then we just got to push that in. There we go. Good. Cool. New front bushings. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that what Hellfish just linked.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. So now it's looking for position the spring eye in the bracket and install the bolt through the bracket and spring. No. Slip the spring eye over the shackle and lower stud. Install 2 new rubber bushings on the studs and install the outer side of the shackle and nuts. Torque the nuts to 30 to 40 foot-pounds. Okay.
I imagine that they're probably... Hey, thanks for the sub, Kickding. 31 months. I imagine for aviation stuff you want it to, like, vehicles it falls off, you just replace it. So you don't need to do that kind of thing. But aviation isn't as, simple.
So I put the outer part of the shackle there on, and we got to torque those nuts. Got them. Got to torque them to 30 to 40 foot-pounds. So let me get my torque wrench out. Let me get my damn old torque wrench out, boy.
It's been a busy boat day at the Cape. ULA rocket ship arrived with the final Delta IV Heavy. Bob departed to support Starlink 5.9. Doug and the ASOG Droz ship departed to support Starlink 6.3.
Cool.
I get that, Aqualux. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh man, one of my torque wrenches we left at 70 foot-pounds. Crap.
Why?
It's not good for it. We won't use that torque wrench. That's been at 70 foot-pounds for a long time.
Yeah, what does ASOG stand for?
A shortfall of gravitas.
Oh.
What about you? This one was at 20. Oh, why did I leave it? Why did I leave it at 20? Idiot.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Not that I know how anything works, but...
Is Brimo also a rocket nerd? Yeah.
Only because I live with one.
Yeah.
I live with the rocket nerd.
Hello. Yeah, my cobalt one is good. Okay, let me reset this.
Rocketry by osmosis is right.
It's looking for 30 to 40. So we'll set it to 30, torque them, and then we'll set it to 40. Okay, torque wrench is set to 30 on the dot.
I've had that, people at work will talk about rockets or something like that, and I'll know stuff, and I'll have to be like, I don't even know how I know this right now. Or I have to stop myself from correcting people who are just trying to make polite conversation. You know.
I don't want to squish the bushings here. You know what I want to do? Get these things close with the ratchet and then go in with the torque wrench. Cool. So this is a torque wrench. It'll basically, you'll tighten it to a certain amount of torque. Basically, this is good to make sure that everything is in spec. What I want to do is I have this thing set to 30 foot-pounds. And it's looking... this doesn't really make a lot of sense. Probably should attach the rear bolt. I think that's what it wants. What is even a foot-pound? The metric would be Newton meters.
What does that even mean? Like, what is a foot-pound to me? I've always wondered that too.
Force. Foot-pounds is a measurement of, well, it's a measurement of torque. Pounds would be a measurement of force. Basically, it's how much power you put on something, like how much leverage you put on something, I guess. Is that if that's the right way to make it?
Kind of?
Yeah.
Why would that be, like, why would I say to 40 foot-pounds? Why wouldn't I just say until it's tight?
Because you want to stretch the bolt to a certain size. Different bolts should stretch differently to basically, like, make sure that the bolt won't snap. If you over tighten, stuff can snap.
Okay. I can see you miming.
What?
Nothing.
All right, here's your attempt thus far at Juice. She's currently slated to launch on a Saturn V. You're doing the challenge? Nova, excuse me. Oh, looks good, man. There you go. Foot-pounds are what it says on the tin. It's the torque you get by putting 1 pound of force on the end of 1 foot lever. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
What he said. We had a little tired. My explanations are getting a little poo-poo.
I could tell you're tired. I didn't want to say anything, but...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't know you could stretch a bolt. Like, I wouldn't think you could stretch metal at all. Like,
Oh, metal is super bendy. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Under certain force, it acts like rubber.
oh,
Just bends and flex.
oh.
Like max Q for a rocket.
Oh, that's
Compression.
true.
Oh, yeah. It's tough. It's nice and solid for us, but under certain forces, it'll bend and it'll stretch. The thing about metal is that it's pretty damn good at bending and stretching and then going back into position.
So
It's
when
flexing.
you say stretch, is it actually getting longer, or is it...
Yeah. Yeah, it is a pull load like this.
Oh,
Yeah, what's tension?
okay.
It's a tension load. So when it stretches, when you tighten something and it stretches the bolt a little bit, it basically gives the bolt clamping power, and that's how stuff's hold together. That's why those threads are there. Those threads are holding it in place, and you can clamp it. It's basically a clamp. That's what it is. Yeah, different metals have different properties. Like steel is super strong.
Yeah.
Super strong. Iron's really strong, but iron actually is kind of brittle. Like it'll under loads. Like it's pretty damn strong, but iron gets brittle. So like it'll crack like peanut brittle.
Oh.
Actually, yeah. Under certain loads, it'll just shatter. Yeah, which is kind of cool. Like aluminum. Aluminum's very strong, really light, but it fatigues. It'll bend a little bit, but if it bends too much, it'll snap like a soda can. Like when you take the tab off a soda can. Would the truck survive max Q if it was going Falcon 9 speed? No.
Okay, just tighten your bolts.
Okay.
I'll talk to chat. You're good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's just finish torquing these then.
Cracking a cast iron pan. That's like very depressing.
Okay, 30. Now let's adjust our torque weigh wrench to 40. There we go.
Hear me, Elon. I got an idea. Hear me
Let's try it one more time. Okay. Cool. All right, she good. Yeah, there we go. Nice, nice, very nice. Okay, so now we'll put the back bolt in. Yeah, put the back bolt in. Give me 1 second. Gotta move the camera.
He already launched a car into space. He's not gonna do it twice.
I think Starship should move a Cybertruck into space and bring it back down.
That's actually, you know what? I wouldn't put that past him. He's stepping. You know what? Never mind.
So now we got to put that up there. Easy peasy. And which way does it want the bolt?
That Cybertruck will be ready by the time Starship is.
Damn kick. Position the spring eye in the bracket and install the bolt through the bracket and spring with the bolt head toward the inside of the truck. Okay? So, it's looking for that right there. Get this leaf spring up here like this. There we go. Now, take this, put that catch nut on there. Cool, now we gotta tighten this. This is a 11/16. Do I have an 11/16 wrench out here? I think I do. I think it's on the other side. So this one's looking for a torque spec too. This is 50/60 on this. We'll get that back in there.
Why would you want it tighter in the back than in the front?
The front pivots, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, so here, let me show you. All right, so.
That was a Bremo question, not a chat question. Like,
oh, okay. So, all right, see the shackle right here? I'm showing her with the other leaf, dudes. See the shackle?
Yeah.
See how the shackle can move? So, picture the spring like a bow and arrow, right?
Right.
The bow and arrow is when the suspension is loaded, okay? So when the suspension takes a hit, so basically when you hit a bump, it's like releasing the arrow. So the spring goes from this to this shape.
Right.
And when it goes from this to this shape, it needs to be able to pivot back and forth. What the shackle does is when the spring flattens out, the shackle will pivot back and forth.
Oh, and you don't have a shackle on the back side.
Correct.
Okay.
That's why they're different, because this is just rotating. This one's just rotating right here. This one will pivot. So they need to be different specs. This one actually needs to be a little bit looser than that one. That's why that one's 50-60 and this one's 30-40, because this is where you want it to pivot. You don't want that, well, I mean, not that it's going to, but that's
No,
the
but that
idea.
makes sense.
No washers? Question mark? Interesting. Shop manual doesn't have any washers, dude.
Washers are for noobs.
Yeah, here, look, it's right in the shop manual. I know, I mean, it is kind of old school. And the camera stopped working.
Washers are just extra pieces of metal. We don't want to, if we spend that 10 cents on every single automobile, 500 times and produce 1 million automobiles, that's a lot of money that I didn't do the math on.
All good, just checking? Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, if you look, there's no washers in the diagram, dude, so I trust the shop manual XJ, but I know what you mean, dude. I put suspension in a YJ once and it had washers everywhere, so who knows? All right.
Ford knows.
What?
Ford knows.
That's right. So this one needs to be, the nut needs to be torqued 50 to 60. Okay, cool. Sweet. Where did I put that wrench? There it is. Before I sit down. There we go. So let me adjust the torque wrench.
So earlier you were saying it's not good that you left your torque wrench at 70. Why is that?
Because it can screw up the calibration. It's not that big of a deal.
Is there like a spring in there or something that sets it?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. I'm gonna do what I did before. Start this off with the ratchet here. Okay. Now take that same thing here and just see if we can turn this and get it to 50.
Nope, no washers, Shep.
Okay, there's 50. Now switch this up to 60.
Why would you do it gradually and not just go right to 70?
To make sure that you don't shock load the bolt.
Oh, and break it?
You stretch it too quickly, it won't work right. You just have to do it in stages.
Oh.
So something that's a good idea to do is to wait a second once you get to 60 or your final torque spec, right? And then do it again just to make sure that the bolt's stretched correctly. See? Hear the torque wrench making that noise, guys? That means you're at spec and the bolt didn't stretch. Sometimes that does happen, but it did not happen here. We are good. Cool, so that's one spring hung. Perfect.
Cams have been so tasty lately. What?
What?
It did remind me to tell you, though, that the Tasty Burger by Fenway is moving.
Oh yeah, where are they moving?
Down the street, but I got an email and I was kind of like, "Aw."
So that's one leaf hung. That's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
What?
Now we got to do that on the other side.
That leaf is hung like a
Leaf.
Ford truck leaf.
Oh. Hey.
Hi,
Chet.
Taradra.
What's up, Tara? Yeah, guys, I mean, I see everybody saying, what about washers? There's no washers on the design, to be honest with you.
I'm telling you, they wanted to save the 20 cents.
Yeah, probably. Okay, the next thing is place the spring clips in position over the spring clip plate. So that's the U-bolt. And through the holes in the axle, make sure the spring bolt is centered in the recess in the axle. All right, well, the next step is put the axle in, but we don't have the other side. We don't have the other side hung, chat. All right. So we just got to do this again on the other side.
Ernox, speaking of G.I. Joe, body massage machine go?
Body massage machine go. What did he just say to us? Body massage. So, let me switch to the high cam here, fellas. And there we go. I'm going to move the camera over to the other side.
How do you know what is front or back on the spring?
The shackle goes forward. The front of the spring has a different type of mount in the spring eye than the rear.
Ah. What up?
So if you notice, the spring is slightly tilted to the front, like this. It's like almost, it's not like perfectly level. It's this way because the wheel, it's designed to make the wheel go this way instead of perfectly straight up. That right there is called cast. What?
You're not on that camera, sweetheart.
Oh. Derp.
Sorry.
No, that's probably for the better. If you guys look, the spring is kind of tilted this way. So it's designed to not necessarily pivot completely up and down, but it's designed to pivot this way. That's basically caster with a leaf spring. Caster is basically the way the suspension travels for the most part. So if you notice, the perch for the axle is not directly center of the leaf spring. It's kind of this way a little bit. So, and it's designed to go up, make the tires move up this way. That'll help absorb, it helps absorb bumps better. It's very, very slight, but it's there.
All right, put that other spring in. You can go sleep.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we should torque down the spring hanger. I don't know what we should torque that to. Should probably be pretty damn tight, huh? Yeah, but now that the freaking spring is in there, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get at it.
What piece?
The pieces that Aqualex was talking about.
Oh. So where are they at that they're hard to get to now?
Well, there's a spring in the way. I put the spring in, and you can't get it. It's hard to get at some of the bolts that are there, babe.
Okay, never mind.
No, we can still get at them. Don't worry. I uninstalled the spring, but yeah. Right. These are the parts for the other side.
Otter the Jedi said 60 to 70 foot-pounds.
For the suspension mount springs, Otter? You think so? This thing came out kind of crusty.
Yeah.
60 to 70 foot-pounds? All right. I want to do that before we go any further. Yeah. That's all right. Okay.
You seem tired.
No, I'm thinking about this. That's all. I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
I want to get this done. Let's go. Want to get this done. All right, well, let me get my torque wrench out.
I'm just thinking, if you're killing yourself today, you're not going to be able to work on it tomorrow. So,
I'm all right, babe.
all right.
Thank you for asking. Okay, so this is already at 60. So we'll play with the torque wrench here. It's these bolts that I'm like about. It's those and then the ones over there too. Let's mess with them. Otter, why that number off the top? Like, if you don't mind me asking, why you, like, where'd you get that one from? Just kind of suspension mount torque specs or something? I'm gonna drop the wrench.
Aqualux, torque the nut, not the bolt.
Okay, that's set to 60. I'll get them all to 60 and then we'll go.
RCS, torque D's.
Damn. Damn, Dankle.
Okay, so this is Otter. You said tighter, and that seemed a reasonable amount.
Okay.
Finkelberg.
Wow, this one was way out. There we go. Okay, two of them are at 60. There's a part of the frame in the way. I can't get the torque wrench out there. Might have to do this one backwards. I know this is gonna piss you guys off, but I can't get the other one.
We'll fix it off stream, sweetheart. It's fine.
What's that?
We can fix it off stream.
Yeah. There we go. All right, let me just double check. Let me set these to 70.
Aqualux, to explain why you lose some of the torque to the drag of the bolt against what it's put through. You get a little of that on the nut, but not nearly as much.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, no, other way. I gotta do this backwards. Okay, that one's at 70.
Aqualux, can we chill on the backseat mechanicking? I appreciate the concern, but I think it'll be fine. Synonymous, hypotamus. Can I have link perms to provide a let me see. I can't remember how to do it. Is it just... What's wrong, sweetheart?
There's one of the bolts has 2 lock washers on it, and the other one does not. The other one has none of them. Wow. Good job, man. Okay. Yeah, we crushed one of the lock washers.
Synonymous, if you post it, I'll be able to see it. I can see it, but I don't know what it means. So I'll wait for EJ to come see it. He posted a torque table.
Oops. Gotta set this to tighten then, idiot. I love doing more work.
Yeah, what size are the bolts?
3/8. I think. Yeah, 3/8, 24. Yeah, that's probably not a good thing. I'm gonna fix that. I'm not gonna reuse either one of those. Fortunately, I have extras. When I went to the hardware store the other day, I bought extra.
There's a torque table. If you know how to read it, I don't, to be honest with you.
Oh, neat. Yeah, I believe these are 3/8. I'm pretty sure. SAE grade 8 3/8 is 50. 47. No. Maybe they're more. They could be 5/8. No. Hang on. Hang on 1 second, chat. I can look. Yeah, 3/8, 16. Cool. That's actually not too bad. Perfect. 3/8, 16. The torque table reads for grade 8 at 47 foot-pounds. That's perfect. Yeah, that's easy. We can do that. NASA says split ring lock washers don't do anything. On a spacecraft, maybe. Yes, Anonymous, that actually helps a lot. So I'll torque everything down to about 50. I mean, some of those are at 70, so I suppose we'll just kind of leave them.
Are they going to be too tight and break if they're at 70?
We could back them out, Bree, just to be sure.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about the metal stretching, but it's okay.
See, this is an important part, sweetheart. I don't want the suspension to fall off. So if you're tired...
I'm not tired. I don't think. I don't feel tired. I don't feel tardy.
Yeah, you seem tired and you seem like you're just like, oh, it'll be fine. Oh, it'll be fine. Oh, it'll be fine. Whew. Rocket Sage, thanks for the raid with 56.
Hi, Rocket Sage Raiders. What's going on? Thank you for the raid. Good to see you. Yeah, likewise, likewise. How's things going, Rocket? I know you hit some bumps in the road. Better, worse? Taking it day by day? Streaming is good. Better. Good. Very good. See, what we're trying to do is make sure that any bumps in the road that we hit don't wreck our truck. So we're fixing the suspension right now. Yeah, you like that? I got a chuckle out of Brimo. I'll take it. How goes the repairs? It goes all right. We just got that spring thing. See that bendy thing in front of the O'Reilly's box that's upside down? Yeah, we put that bendy thing in. That's the front suspension. There's no specific torque settings. Yep, synonymous. You got aced. There's no specific torque settings for the bolts for the shock mount, dude, because they were riveted in to begin with. Front leaves, huh? Yep, solid front axle still, man. Yep. Bree's worried that I might be tired. Are you tired?
No, but you seem exhausted.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. You'd know. You'd know better than most if I'm tired or not.
You keep yawning.
It's because I'm tired. Wait. Rocket Sage says hi.
Hi, Rocket Sage.
Now that you said that, now I'm thinking about it. Dang it, woman.
I just don't want you to make a mistake you could have caught if you were more awake. That's all. I'm just trying to protect you.
So what do you want me to do with this information? You want me to stop?
I want you to tell me. I want you to mute and talk to me is what I want you to do.
You mixed up washer placement, might miss other things. She's got a point. All right, let me put these back on here, and then I'll undo the shock bolts, and we'll do this work tomorrow night.
Could do it tomorrow morning too. Whatever works.
I could do it tomorrow morning. We could, you know what? You know when we could do it?
When?
Live. We'll do it live. Frick it. Frickin' thing sucks. Sorry, that's still my favorite thing after all these years.
Yeah, or just do less mission critical stuff right now, or...
There's really not less mission critical stuff, fellas. That's the problem.
The holes in the front.
Yeah, those were kind of important. Dude, no, I can't stop yawning, and it's your fault. All right, so what I'll do is I'll back these out. Ow. Ow. I'll back these out and then we can call it. Rocket Sage, thank you very much for the raid. Guys, if you
Feel like rocks.
What?
Feel like rocks.
Yeah.
Right?
Huh?
That's Rocket Sage. She likes rocks.
She does rocks, yeah. Go that throttle up.
Go.
Anyway, Rocket Sage, thank you very much for the raid. Rocket Sage does geology streams, and she uses video games to teach people about rocks.
In fact, I bet she was playing Dwarf Fortress to teach people about the rocks in Dwarf Fortress. Also, just subscribed for 15 months. Thanks, Sup.
Sup, bro. I'm going to cinch these down and we'll torque them to 50 and then we can call it.
Godzilla on a 1-month streak, thanks, dude.
Come on.
What?
No, I'm not going to torque those. We'll do it tomorrow. I noticed that the inside of the frame there is bare metal from where I sanded it down. Okay. Oh, this was a short stream. And I forgot, well, I did forget to change the camera, so you guys just watched that from the high cam. That's good.
He's not tired though, chat.
Yeah, all right.
It's me who's tired. It's not EJ.
I'll tell you what, I'm not necessarily tired, maybe a little bit, but I am hungry.
Ah.
So maybe that has something to do with it.
You might need food. You're not you when you're hungry.
Yep. Oh, boy. All right, let me make sure that that's set to 0, and then I'm going to put this back.
Yeah, you could put some paint on there overnight if you're worried about it.
Yep, pretty much. It's pretty much what I'm going to do when we log off. You get that way when you have something to do? Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I suppose we'll finish this up tomorrow. Like, I'll be honest with you. If Bree says I'm tired, I'm inclined to agree because I know me. I try to push through.
Yes, you do.
And you don't want to screw this up.
No.
Cool. Nice job cleaning up. I leave my tools out like a doofus and let future me deal with it. Ask Bree. I take care of my stuff.
He really does.
I'm super anal about that. Like, I don't care if it takes me an extra 30 minutes after the stream. I really, really make sure. I mean, I have a couple of deep sockets out right now and a couple of wrenches for the deep sockets lump, but that's it. Anything else I don't have on there. What the heck is this? Oh, piece of tape got stuck to my back. Lovely. All right. It does look nice and clean under there, though. It really looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, guys, you tell me what you want to see, because I could do the other side tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night after whatever we play, I can, we'll put the front axle back in if you want.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
So, yeah. I rolled out the rocket with Joule Clipper, and the payload disintegrated. When I reloaded it, the craft file became corrupt. Gorgeous truck. Thanks, Lump. I can't decide if I like the nice simple rectangle truck bed or if it bothers me that it's narrow because of the inside of the tires. I agree. This truck looks good in step side, so with the big fender, but it also looks good if it goes all the way to the back. The fleet side versions of these trucks look really nice. Both of them look equally as good. Me, I don't mind the step side, but I really do like the fleet side beds. What's annoying is that my uncle had this truck before me, and it did have a fleet side bed on it, and he wanted the step side because he thought the step side was cooler. So this step side bed is pretty ratty, to be honest with you. And yeah. Oh well. All right. Yeah. Sorry I didn't give you more content, fellas. Apologies. But yeah, I guess we have been doing this all week, so I'll make sure we get all the specs right. I'll torque all the bolts down to 50, and yeah, I'm gonna go grab something to eat.
Oh, you were in Link jail? I'm sorry. Synonymous? I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Coldzilla had a 2-month resub in there too. Yep. FUD time. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Well, I said I'll be right back. Give me about 12 hours, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you're probably right. Jeepers creepers. All right, we're gonna shut the mics off, and I'll go back in the office. We'll sign off. See if we can pay the raid forward.
You got that engineer's haze on you. Alright, bye chat.
How the heck did she know? That's very strange. She's probably got some kind of mind reading thing going on there. It's very weird. Anyway, all right, guys. Let's see who we can raid. Alex is playing Crusader Kings. I think we should go watch him. It's a Jedi mind trick. It's like she's emotionally connected to you or something. I don't know how I feel about that. All right. Etal is playing Crusader Kings. Let's go see what he's up to. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. I'll get everything torqued down, and then I don't know. I might put the axle back in off stream. I don't know. It depends. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know what we'll play. Maybe Kerbal. Oh, we get a new challenge tomorrow. So, yeah, absolutely Kerbal. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to play KSP tomorrow. So, I'll see you guys then. Let's raid Ed Talix. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you guys all then. Have a good night.